Good morning. Well, I think we finally figured it out. We call for the event to be inside and it doesn't rain. You know, it took us a while, but I think we've got it. So, we have prepared remarks. We have a beautiful program for this day. This is a solemn day, and I want you to know it's not a political event. This is a day solely to recognize the people that died to give us our freedoms to do what we do in our country. That's what this day is about. So, with that, we're here to honor those and pay our respect for those that gave their all. I would like to do several recognitions. Town Council members Lisa Cook, Ben Hudgens, Alan Garrison, Chris Moody. They work very hard for you, and I'm very proud to serve with them. We have House Representative David Martin. He too works very hard for the town of Fort Mill. We have Teen Strawberry Queen Annalise Miller. We have Mrs. Strawberry South Carolina Queen Michelle Stapleton. We have our York County Council member Debbie Cloninger, who also works for us. And we have Fort Mill School District Board member Joe Helms. The people in the back that I'm going to recognize often do not get front and center. It's their choice. They're very humble individuals that serve us day and night to protect us in our communities. That would be Sheriff Tony Breeden and Major Fred Moore with the York County Sheriff's Department. Let's give them a round of applause. And if I had a list of all your names, I would be reading those off as well, because your attendance here shows us the heart and soul of our community that we all know and recognize. We also are very pleased to have the American Legion with us. What could we do without them? Not much. We have our Boy Scouts that are helping with our program today. Lovely music. So with that, I will call upon the Scouts to post the colors.
Will the audience please rise? Color guard, 10, hut. Color guard, forward, march. And salute. Color guard, halt. Color guard, post the colors. Two. Color guard, forward, march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, dismissed.
Decorum and dignity. Thank you so very much. Now I will invite Town Council member Chris Moody for an opening prayer.
Let us pray. Dear God, thank you for this great nation. We gather here today to remember those fallen soldiers who died defending our freedom. Lord, thank you for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. If it were not for them, America would not be the great nation it is today. As we remember the fallen here in Fort Mill and all across the world, be with their families and loved ones. Provide them with comfort and peace as we honor and remember their sacrifice today. In your name I pray, amen.
Thank you, Chris. And now I'll invite Alan Garrison, Town Council member, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. No, you may not. Well, that was a little bit of fun, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm still hometown mayor. We're going to invite Ava Pizzuto from Catawba Ridge High School. She's a senior to provide the Star Spangled Banner. You got your exercise this morning.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How pretty. Thank you so very, very much. Now, we're going to have special remarks from Brandon Van Sice, the commander at the American Legion, Eli Bales, post number 43. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Y'all can be seated. Thank you, Mayor Savage, guests, and members of the community for allowing me to say a few words today. When I was asked to give opening remarks, I was excited. I was excited for an opportunity to share what our post is doing, share different initiatives like Race Across America, our Veterans Outreach, our mural project, all stuff that's growing momentum within the community. I was ready to talk about all that. That's not what today is about. It's not about our accomplishments. It's not about our programs, projects, or progress. It is about the men and women who had never came home. It is about honoring their sacrifice, remembering their names, and recommitting ourselves to the values they died defending. Their sacrifice is the foundation of the freedoms we cherish, and it is our solemn duty to ensure their sacrifice endures. Memorial Day is not simply a date on the calendar. It is a call of remembrance, a call to pause, reflect, and recognize the cost of liberty. As members of the American Legion family, we carry a special responsibility. We honor the fallen not only with our words, but with our actions. We support their families, we serve our communities, and we uphold the values they fought to defend. Let us leave here today with a renewed purpose. Let us strive to live lives worthy of their sacrifice. And let us ensure that future generations understand that freedom is never free. It is earned by the heroes we remember today. In closing, I would like to invite each of you to join us at our post at 427 Bank Street for lunch after today's ceremony, starting at 11:30. As always, veterans and first responders eat free. Everyone else is just $5. Thank you, and God bless America.
Thank you so much, Brandon, for your wonderful words and sentiments for this day. All right, now we're going to have our Strawberry Queens, Annalise Miller and Michelle Stapleton, with some special readings.
Hello. We're so honored to be here. Thank you to everyone who has served. For 250 years, America's story has been written by brave hearts.
From generation to generation, men and women have answered the call to defend liberty and protect freedom and serve something greater than themselves.
Today, on Memorial Day, we honor those who lost their lives while serving in the United States military.
Their sacrifice shaped our nation, their courage preserves our freedom, and their legacy lives on in each of us.
As we prepare to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, may we never forget that freedom is not inherited lightly. It's protected by heroes.
Today we remember, today we honor, today we give thanks. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. So, my dad was in the Army. He served in Germany during the Korean War. My father-in-law was in the Navy. He served stateside during World War II. My uncle was in the National Guard in the 60s and 70s. I'm grateful for their service and that each of them returned home safely. However, many do not. Since the Revolutionary War, over 1.3 million service members have died while serving our country and you and me. The definition of the word serve is to be of use to someone or something. The purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. Albert Schweitzer. The will to help others. Each one that serves in our military either chose to go or they responded when asked, I will go. I will leave behind my family, my parents, my children, my spouse, my home. I will leave behind my career, my hopes, my dreams. I will leave behind my friends, my church, my hometown. I will leave behind my country of freedom and plenty. I will leave behind my choice of when to get up and when to sleep and when and what to eat. I will leave behind my safety, my comforts, my peace. I am afraid, but I will go. I don't know when or if I will return, if I will be injured or I should die, but I will go. I will go for the greater good, for the future, to protect what others have sacrificed for me and for mine. I will serve for you. Today, we honor those that did not come home, that gave the ultimate sacrifice for us. Thank you for joining us today. With that, we will now move to some special music, My Country 'Tis of Thee, with Anna Davis.
My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. My native country, the land of the noble free, thy name I love. I love thy rocks and thrills, thy woods and temple hills. My heart with rampart thrills like that above. Let music swell the breeze and ring from all the trees. Let freedom song, let mortal tongue
Okay, now, for the more solemn part of our program, we will read the names of the fallen buried in Unity Cemetery and submitted by the community. Sergeant James E. Bales. Staff Sergeant Rule K. Boone. Corporal Sam Henry Boyd. Staff Sergeant Thomas M. Bradford. Private Clenny E. Brown, First Class. Private Earl C. Coffey. Technician 5th Grade Douglas N. Cranford. Sergeant James B. Dunn. Private Thomas D. Irvin. Sergeant Boyd L. Fail. Private John V. Faulkner. Now Lisa Cook will read.
Private First Class Charles Reginald Farrell. Staff Sergeant Charles Melvin Good. Thomas L. Hall. Private First Class James H. Harris. First Lieutenant James Mack Harris. Sergeant Jerry Donald Helms. PFC Private First Class Roy Franklin Howington. Captain James M. Johnstone. Sergeant James O. Lamb. Walter O. Leeser. Lance Corporal Raymond Irvin Long. Councilman Alan Garrison.
PFC William J. McCammon, 2nd Infantry Division, World War II. Seaman First Class Kenneth K. McKenzie, World War II. Corporal Harvey F. McManus, Company G, 118th Infantry Division, 30th Division, killed in action in World War I. Lieutenant Samuel L. Meacham, Jr., died in a plane crash in World War II. Private Fred T. Miller, died in France in World War I. PFC Shelley H. Mullis, 101st Airborne, the Screaming Eagles, World War II. Private Odell S. Myers, 100th Infantry Division, 397th Infantry Regiment, World War II. Captain Douglas H. Nims, 117th Infantry Division, 30th Division, World War II. Private Charles R. Pettis, died on Leyte Island, World War II. Lance Corporal Freddie Joe Pfeiffer, killed in action in Vietnam. Fireman 2nd Class Olin Phillips, died in World War II in the Philippines. PFC Johnny Wiley Potts, he was the only black soldier from to be killed in action in Vietnam. And finally, T.J. Dudley, he was a Fort Mill High School graduate the year 2000. He was a husband, he was a father, he was a Marine, he was a firefighter, and he was a friend of mine. And he was killed in action July 7th, 2011 in Afghanistan. Thank you.
Seaman 2nd Class Johnny L. Privet, USS Sims, Battle of the Coral Sea, World War II. Specialist Lawrence Edward Scott, accident in Vietnam. Seaman Robert W. Self, World War II. First Lieutenant David Wesley Smith, Vietnam. Samuel W. Smith, Jr., U.S. Navy, World War II, lost at sea. Private Nathan T. Steele, World War II. Sergeant Frank B. Stegall, killed in action, World War II. Private First Class Lyndall Ray Stegall, U.S. Marines, Vietnam, killed in action, Purple Heart recipient. Clyde W. Stevens, World War I, Seaman First Class James G. Sumner, World War II, missing in action. Robert Taylor, World War II. And Lieutenant Charles A. Turner, U.S. Navy, World War II.
Fort Mill High graduate Specialist Javan S. Sullivan, born February 5th, 1993, and died in Ann Arbor, Iraq on January 8th, 2018, at age 24. U.S. Army First Lieutenant Noah Harris. He gave his life at the age of 23 for this country on June 18th, 2005, in Baquba, Iraq. Harry J. Bible, Private First Class Infantry. He died while serving in Italy, May 1945, and was a World War II Bronze Star recipient, awarded for his heroism. Captain Ted J. Taylor, U.S. Army, killed in action, Republic of Vietnam, July 1971, from Beaufort Community, Lancaster County. U.S. Air Force Major Sergeant James McGahee, U.S. Air Force Major Sergeant Doug Lacey. Arcelia Milligan, MIA, Korean War. Petty Officer 2nd Class, QM2, Howard Frank Burge, died while serving in the Navy in Vietnam. Sergeant Thomas R. McPherson, U.S. Army, Enduring Freedom, October 12, 2012, killed in action. Captain Stephen Phillips, Air Force A-10 pilot, killed in action, Desert Storm. Private Thomas Negrelli, U.S. Army, Vietnam. U.S. Air Force 2003 to 2007, Scott Bradley Cooper, Munitions Systems Specialist. Army Colonel Frank Mack Sr. served in World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. Francis Murray Mack Sr., World War I, World War II. He served as military major of Tuaga, Korea during the Korean War. Army Lieutenant Francis Mack Jr., son of Francis Mack Sr. Navy Nurse Elizabeth Mack, World War II spouse of Lieutenant Francis Mack Jr. Air Force Sergeant John P. Talkington, 4 years of service, grandson-in-law of Colonel Francis Mack Sr. Donald August Amos Hohenbright Jr., Sergeant in the Korean conflict. Captain Neil Taylor, Air Force. Milton Wiggins, Little Rock, South Carolina, killed in action, World War II.
It feels appropriate to have a moment of silence for these individuals and for all that have given their lives for us. I will now invite Becky Van Sice and Janet Roser from the Ladies Auxiliary, a powerful group of people, at the American Legion Post 43 for the laying of the wreath. Our American Legion Post 43 Honor Guard is moving towards the outside to provide our rifle volley. And then we will have Mike Packard, retired instrumental music teacher and a member of Catawba River Winds, will play taps for us.
Ready? And 5. Ready? And 5. Ready? And 5. Left, right. Get, move.
so hauntingly beautiful. I will now ask that the Boy Scouts come and retrieve the colors.
Color guard, attend. Hut. Color guard, forward, march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Hand, salute. Color guard, forward, march. Two. Color guard, halt. Color guard, dismissed. Thank you, ma'am.
Not in vain. Let us not be the sacrifices that we honor today be in vain. Go about your lives and find ways to serve others, to do something good for someone or something, so that these lives are honored in the actions that we take moving forward. We appreciate each and every one of you, your families of these fallen members, and we're all families of mankind. So thank you very much, and I hope you have an enjoyable Memorial Day. Thank you.